Good morning. We will start session 5 on chapter Quadratic Equation, and this is the last session of this chapter. So we will be discussing something today about nature of roots. Now what do you mean by nature of roots? Now that is based on the discriminant what we get, that is b square minus 4ac. We get sometimes answer in terms of positive, in terms of negative, and sometimes 0. So that positive, negative or 0 what we get the final answer describes the nature of root. So let's first understand nature of roots of quadratic equation depends upon the value of b square minus 4ac, right children? Because while solving or while finding the roots of the quadratic equation, we first understood what is the nature of the root. Only then we proceeded. If you remember, sometimes we got answer as minus 31 by 16. Did we proceed further? No. We said that the real root does not exist. It has imaginary root since it is negative. So nature of roots depends upon the value of b square minus 4ac. Next, the expression b square minus 4ac, we all know it is denoted by delta, which determines the nature of root. In the equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, the expression b square minus 4ac is called as the discriminant. This is all what we already, we have done this in the previous exercise. So, discriminant, that is delta, what we call that as b square minus 4ac. If delta is equal to 0, yes, you have alighted such sums where b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. And when b square minus 4ac was 0, just try to turn your pages back and check what was your answer, that is nature of roots. You got roots are real and equal. You got two equal roots, right? Roots are 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Did we get that? So, if delta is equal to 0, so the roots are real and equal. If delta is greater than 0, that means it is positive. Roots are real and distinct. What do you mean by real? Real we know. What do you mean by distinct? Distinct numbers are the numbers which appears only once. That means it can be plus 1 by 2, plus 3 by 2. We have got such roots also, correct? If or sometimes yes, or delta is less than 0, that is if delta is negative. Remember we got minus 31, we said no real root exists. That means roots are imaginary. We cannot find the roots of the quadratic equation. So based on the delta, we define nature of roots. So now you can give the heading as nature of roots and write down the points what I have written on the board, and quickly we'll start with the last exercise. There are very few sums given here where we need to check if the real root exists and what are the types of root, and if they exist we need to find the solution, that is roots of the quadratic equation. So we'll quickly begin with an exercise. I want you all to give the heading as nature of root and write down this as it is written on the board. So copy exercise first one. Find the nature of roots of the following quadratic equation, and it is asked there, if real root exists, find them. That is, if roots are equal to 0, we can find quadratic roots. Roots are greater than 0, that is positive, we can find quadratic roots. If roots are less than 0, that means they are negative. So roots are imaginary and we cannot find the solution to the quadratic equation. So let's find them now. Okay. First one. 2x square minus 3x plus 5 is equal to 0. Let's first write what is ABC. A is 2, B is minus 3 and C is 5. So delta is equal to B square minus 4AC. So B square is minus 3 whole square minus 4 into 2 into 5. So 3 square is 9, 4 2s are 8, 8 5s are is 40. 40 minus 9. So delta is equal to minus 31, which is less than 0. Right? So what will you write here? Therefore, roots are imaginary. One more word if you want, you can hide. No real root exists. Okay? No solution finding further. Over. That's all is the end of the given sum. Let's check with the next one. So here the question given is 3x square minus 4 root 3 plus 4 is equal to 0. So your A is 3, your B is minus 4 root 3 and your C is 4. So delta is equal to B square minus 4AC. So your B square is minus 4 root 3 whole square minus 4 into 3 into 4. 4 square minus 4 square 16. 16 root 3 whole square, square and root gets cancelled. So 16 3s is 48 minus 4 4s are 16. 16 3s are 48. Answer is 0. Delta is equal to 0. I'll do it here, children. So if delta is equal to 0, what we have to write? Therefore, the quadratic equation has, or the equation has, two equal real roots. Very important to write this correctly. The equation has two equal real roots because the equation is equal to 0. Now, since what is the question? If real root exists, find them. So let's find them. How do you find them now? What method? Formula method. X is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. And now you can ask me, teacher, why formula method? Can't we do this by factorization? You can do it, but will you again sit and split it here? Instead, we already have half answer done. Already we have b square minus 4ac answer. Only substituting b by 2a is remaining, right? So go with formula method here. Substitute. What is your b? Minus in the formula. Minus 4 root 3 root 0 divided by 2a. A is 3. Is equal to minus minus plus 4 root 3. X is equal to 4 root 3 upon 2 3s are 6. I'm doing it here, children. 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, right? So x is equal to, oh, there was plus or minus 0 here. If you want to write plus or minus 0 once again. Did you understand what did I do here? Minus minus plus 4 root 3 upon 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 2 3s are. So we have answer as 2 root 3 upon 3 plus 0, 2 root 3 upon 3 minus 0. Just for your clarification, since it has only 2 roots. So therefore, x is equal to 2 root 3 upon 3, comma 2 root 3 upon 3. See here, what do we have? We have two real and equal roots. That is the meaning of this. Got it now? What to do and how to find? Okay. We'll quickly start with the third one. So, I'll keep the sum part as it is so that I can just substitute it and find the answer. Okay. Third part. Question is 2x square minus 6x plus 3 is equal to 0. 2x square minus 6x plus 3 is equal to 0. A is equal to 2, B is equal to minus 6, C is equal to 3. Delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. So b square is minus 6 whole square minus 4 into 2 into 3. So 6 6 are 36. 36 minus, what do you have here? 4 2s are 8. 8 3s are 24. 36 minus 24, 12. Delta is 12, which is greater than 0, right? Therefore, the equation has two, always because two solution, two roots it will have. Two real and distinct roots. Yeah, so let's find out. I'll use this part here now, since already my formula is there. Okay, so with this formula, let me substitute x is equal to minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac minus b minus of minus 6 plus or minus b square minus 4ac is what? 12. Keep that as it is. 2a, a is 2. Don't cancel, children. 2 1s are 2 3s are. Please, because I've seen such mistakes happening always in such type of sum. That is why I'm telling you always tend to cancel. 2 1s are 2 3s are. There is plus or minus here, you cannot cancel. Only when the multiplication sign is there, you can cancel. So minus minus plus 6 plus or minus 12 can be written as 4 3s are divided by 4 is equal to 6 plus or minus 2 root 3 divided by 4. What you can take common here? You can take 2 common if you want now. 2. 2 3s are 6 plus or minus root 3 upon 4. X is equal to. Now 2 1s are 2 2s are. It can be cancelled. Okay. X is equal to 3 plus root 3 by 2 and 3 minus root 3 by 2. So solution for this equation is, this is how you are going to find it. After taking common, you can cancel. Be very careful in these type of sums. This is how you find solution to the quadratic equation for the roots if they exist. Now the next one, find the values. I will not be giving homework here. Rather what I will do is, there are next few sums wherein we have to find out whether if it exists or not. Let's see after framing quadratic equation what can be done. So let's quickly begin with the next one. Find the value of a. Now one hint you have to always remember here is, whenever they ask you to find the value of some unknown, like here it is given, see here, find the values of a for which the quadratic equation have two equal roots. Always, whenever an unknown is to be found out, quadratic equation have equal roots. That means you can equate b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. Why? Because they have equal roots. That's the hint. It's always given like that. Any unknown to be found out, unknown value in the quadratic equation, the roots are equal. If they don't give equal, question is wrong. So equal has to be given to find unknown. Remember this. Second mean, first one, 2x square plus kx plus 3 is equal to 0. I am not talking about this 0, children. Find the values of k. Okay. Given delta is equal to b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. Means what? I will get is equal to 0 means what, children, here? Now, I think second question that we solved, what did we get? We got delta is equal to 48 minus 48 is equal to 0, we got, no? Such way here, when I give some value for this k, put ABC value and find this, I will get answer 0. So without 0 we can't find. So it has to be 0. This is the meaning of it. So always finding unknown, b square minus 4ac should be equal to 0 and that will be given. I have written equal to 0 here. Write one reason. Because equation has equal roots. Okay. So what is your, okay, first we need to write our ABC children, I forgot that. A is 2, B is K, C is 3. This I need to write first, then this. Now, delta is equal to B square is what? K square minus 4 into 2 into 3 is equal to 0. Only once equal to I put here. After that we will skip this equal to sign. K square minus 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24 is equal to 0, right? K square is equal to 24 plus 24. K is equal to square root of 24. Now how do you write 24? Always try to write that in terms of one perfect square and one number. See, 24 can be written in many ways. 12 2s are 8 3s are 6 4s are. But write in such a way that it is a product of one perfect square and one number that can only give you here. So K is written as square root of 6 into 4. Square root of 4 is 2. So K is equal to plus or minus 2 root 6. So we can consider here as K is equal to 2 root 6, K is equal to minus 2 root 6 is your answer, right? So let's quickly begin with the next one also here. I will be doing next one also, children. Two values of K we found out. Okay. Second one. Given equation is Kx of x minus 2 plus 6 is equal to 0. First of all, write the equation correctly. There is no x square term only here. So multiply and write kx square minus 2kx plus 6 is equal to 0. So what is your A? A is equal to K. What is your B? B is also equal to 2K. What is your C? C is equal to 6. B square minus 4AC is equal to 0. Did I go wrong, children, anywhere? Oh, sorry. Minus. Yeah, be very careful with the minus sign. B square minus 4AC is equal to 0. Let's substitute. A value is, let's quickly begin. B square minus 4AC is equal to 0. So your B value is minus 2K whole square minus 4 into A into 6 is equal to 0. So this is 4K square minus 6 4s are 24K is equal to 0. I take 4K common. So what will it remain? K minus 6 is equal to 0, right? Here we have two roots now. Therefore 4K is equal to 0 and K minus 6 is equal to 0. K is equal to 0 and K is equal to plus 6. Now assume that if I consider K is equal to 0 here, children, what will happen? Will this be a quadratic equation? Put K as 0 here. X square will not exist only. If x square does not exist, then it cannot be called as a quadratic equation. So K value has to be 6. So what you have to write here is, since K is equal to 0 is inadmissible, because if K is equal to 0, then it will not be a quadratic equation. Therefore, K is equal to 6 is the correct answer for the given equation. Right? Quickly, we'll start with third one now. So third one also here, what they are telling is, find, is it possible to design a rectangle length is twice its breadth and area is 800 meters square. So is it possible? We need to find this first. Let us find how we should find. So to find this, first of all, we have to frame a quadratic equation, right? From that we need to see whether delta, what is the value of delta, equal to 0, greater than 0 or less than 0. Only based on that we can tell whether the root exists or not. So let's quickly frame the quadratic equation from the given thing. It's a very small exercise. Is it possible to design a rectangular mango groove whose length is twice its breadth? So I will give here as let the breadth be x meter. Okay, let the breadth be x meter and the length be, according to them, what it is? Twice the breadth, 2x meter. Anything else they have given? No, that's all. And its area is 800. Okay, is it possible to design a rectangular mango groove whose length is twice its breadth and area is 800 meters square? So by data, area is equal to length into breadth. So area is given as 800 meters square. Length is 2x into x. So I can say 2x square is equal to 800. So x square is equal to 400. 200 by 2. X is equal to square root of 400. Therefore, x is equal to plus or minus 20. Here, nothing. We did not frame only. Directly we got the equation. We directly got the x value. So x is plus or minus 20. That is, x is 20 and x is minus 20. Now, what can be your answer? Since x is equal to minus 20 is inadmissible, therefore x is equal to 20. That's the answer. Conclusion. Therefore, breadth x is equal to 20 meter, length 2x, 2 into 20, that is equal to 40 meter. So with this, check 40 into 2, 4 2s are 800, 800 meters square. That's the verification also. That is what we found out. Quickly, we'll start with the next one. Is the following possible? If so, determine their present ages. Let's equate them and check if it is possible. If not, we can give the solution. The roots of the given equation does not exist. Let's check the that. The sum of the ages of two friends is 20 years. So I'll consider fourth one. Let two friends, right? Let the first let first friend we'll consider. Okay, let one of the friend be x years and another d. Okay, the conclusion here, x minus what it is, sum of the age is 20 years, x minus 20 or 20 minus x. We'll first write the reason. Because sum of their ages is 20 years. So what it has to be? It has to be 20 minus x. Why? Because if I add 20 minus x and x, what will I get? I get 20. Always conclusion, as I had told you, what you have to write, x minus 20 or 20 minus x. Write down this reason, automatically you will understand what you have to write here. Yeah, read further. 4 years ago. 4 years ago. So 4 years ago, one friend, what was his age? X minus 4, and another friend is 20 minus x minus 4, that is equal to 16 minus 4 years. 16 minus x years. Okay? Read. 4 years ago, product of their ages was 48. X minus 4 and 16 minus x is equal to 48. X into 16, 16x, x into x minus x square. 16 fours are 64, minus 64, minus 4 into x is 4x, minus 48 is equal to 0. So minus x square, 16x plus 4x plus 20x minus 64 and 48, 112 is equal to 0. I'll remove the minus sign. X square minus 20x plus 112 is equal to 0. Now we got the quadratic equation here. So let's find out whether the equation exists or not. A is equal to 1, B is equal to minus 20, C is equal to 112. So delta is equal to B square minus 4AC, B square minus 20 whole square minus 4 into 1 into 112. So 20 square minus 20 square is plus 400. 112 into 4, when you multiply 4 2s are 8, 448. Right, it's here in the front. Answer is minus 48 less than 0. Does the root exist? The given equation has, therefore, the equation has imaginary roots. Therefore, no real roots exist. Last conclusion, what they have told, determine their present ages. So no real root exists. So we cannot determine their ages because we cannot find the solution only. The equation does not exist at all. This is what you have to write in the equation if they are asked like this. Yes? Is this very clear? And the last one now. Since it is minus 48, we could not do anything. So the last one, is it possible to design a rectangular park of perimeter from 80 meter and area 400 meters square? Is it possible? Yes? Then find the solution. If not, give the reason for that. Let's find quickly. Fifth one. Is it possible to design a rectangular park of perimeter 80 meter? Perimeter is equal to 80 meter. And they have only given us area is equal to 400 meters square. They have not told us anything about length or breadth also. So we just consider length be x meter. Okay, so the length, okay, keep this as it is. By data, perimeter is equal to 2 times of length plus breadth. What is perimeter? 80. 2 times of length is x plus breadth. Bring this 2 down. If I bring it here, x plus breadth is equal to 40. right? So breadth is nothing but, I'll just write breadth completely. B is equal to 40 minus x. So we arrived at the breadth just by assuming that length is x. Keep this as it is. We know that area is equal to length into breadth. What is area? 400 meters square is equal to length. What is length? X. What is breadth? 40 minus x. 400 is equal to 40x minus x square. Shift everything this side since it is minus. So x square minus 40x plus 400 is equal to 0. A is equal to 1. B is equal to minus 40. C is equal to 400. Delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. B is minus 40 whole square minus 4 into 1 into 400. 40 square, 4 square is 16. 1600 minus minus plus 4 fours are 16. 1600. So delta is equal to 0. Therefore, equation has two real and equal roots. Okay? Finally, x is equal to minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac upon 2a minus b. What is your b? Minus of minus 40 plus or minus root 0 upon 2 into 1. Minus minus 40 upon 2 plus 0, 40 upon 2 minus 0. So x is equal to 20 and 20. Now that's not the only final answer. Find length and breadth. Children, I'll do it here because it's already down there, you can't see. Therefore, length is equal to, what if you had taken breadth as x here? Nothing. You would have got the answer breadth as 20 and length as what it is, 40 minus 2. Same thing. So length is equal to x is equal to 20 meter. Breadth is equal to 40 minus x. 40 minus 20, that is equal to 20 meter. This should be your conclusion since it's a verbal sum. So there is no homework today I have given, but I want you all to practice all the worked examples, children. So with this, we complete today's session and the chapter quadratic equation. So the next class I will be starting on real numbers. One thing I would like to make it very clear, children. Now we are still not aware about the current situation, what is going on, when actually we can start with our regular classes. I keep getting calls and messages from parents, when will I start the regular classes? To be very frank, I myself am not aware, because until the government gives any definite order or a written update comes, we cannot take any initiatives. Till then, all the coaching classes, schools, colleges, universities, everything is closed. So until we get a written update, there will be, I cannot be predicting or just assuming and telling. So once the written update comes, you will be immediately know that when are we starting with our classes.